Hollywood is the city of dreams, but for some of its brightest stars, those dreams ended in a split second. From freak equipment malfunctions to high-speed the history of cinema is scarred by accidents that changed the industry forever. Today, we're looking back at 10 legendary stars who lost their lives in tragic accidents. We start in 1955 with the ultimate rebel, James Dean. At just 24 years old, Dean was already a superstar. He was driving his Porsche 550 Spider, nicknamed Little Bastard, to a car race in Salinas, California. At an intersection, another driver turned directly into his path. The head-on collision was fatal. Dean became a legend overnight, and some fans believe that car was cursed due to strange accidents involving its parts later on. In November 1981, one of Hollywood's most alluring leading ladies, Natalie Wood, disappeared from her family's yacht, the Splendor. She was on a weekend trip with her husband, Robert Wagner, and co-star Christopher Walken. Her body was found floating near Santa Catalina Island the next morning. While originally ruled an accidental drowning, the mystery remains one of Hollywood's most debated cold cases. Perhaps the most horrific on-set accident occurred in 1982 during the filming of Twilight Zone, the movie. Actor Vic Morrow and two child extras were filming a scene involving a low-flying helicopter and pyrotechnics. The explosions damaged the tail rotor, causing the helicopter to spin out of control and crash directly onto the actors. This tragedy led to strict safety standards on sets today. Only months after Vic Morrow's passing, the world lost Grace Kelly. The Oscar winner had left Hollywood to become the Princess of Monaco. While driving along the winding mountain roads of the French Riviera, she suffered a stroke. Her car plummeted 100 feet down a mountainside. She passed away the following day, leaving behind a legacy of elegance that defined an era of cinema. In 1984, rising TV star John Eric Hexum was on the set of Cover Up when a moment of playfulness turned deadly. Thinking a prop gun was harmless because it was loaded with blanks, he pointed it at his head and pulled the trigger. The force of the muzzle blast fractured his skull. His death reminded the industry that blanks can be just as lethal at close range. The tragedy of the Lee family continued in 1993. While filming The Crow, Brandon Lee, son of Bruce Lee, was shot by a prop gun that should have contained only blanks. Unknown to the crew, a fragment of a real bullet had been lodged in the barrel. He was only 28. His death shocked the world, and the film was completed using digital effects as a tribute. In 2001, the music and film world stood still when Aaliyah died at age 22. After filming her Rock the Boat music video in the Bahamas, she boarded a small Cessna 402B. Investigations revealed the plane was overloaded with heavy camera equipment. It crashed shortly after takeoff, claiming the lives of Aaliyah and 8 others. She was on the verge of superstardom. The crocodile hunter, Steve Irwin, was known for fearless work with dangerous animals. In 2006, while snorkeling in shallow water for a documentary, he was struck by a stingray. The ray's barb pierced his heart, causing instant cardiac arrest. It was a freak occurrence. Stingrays are usually docile, making the loss of the world's most famous conservationist even harder for fans to process. In 2013, the Fast and Furious family lost its heart. Paul Walker was a passenger in a Porsche Carrera GT, leaving a charity event. The car, traveling at speeds over 80 miles per hour on old tires, lost control and struck a lamppost and trees before bursting into flames. Production on Furious 7 was halted, and his brothers eventually helped finish his final scenes in an emotional movie send-off. Finally, in 2016, Star Trek actor Anton Yelchin died in a bizarre accident at his home. He stepped out of his Jeep Grand Cherokee in his driveway when the vehicle, which was under a recall for a confusing gear shift design, rolled backward and pinned him against a brick pillar. He was only 27. It was a tragic, unfair end for a talent just starting to shine. These stars may be gone, but their work ensures they will never be forgotten. Which of these legends was your favorite? Let us know in the comments. For more deep dives into Hollywood's hidden history, hit subscribe and turn on notifications.